Tosia boy, I'm at your phone. I job my quaba from Brastica 89.5 Brasso. Says my hood and Sakani Fear never so much say, and you might no see Cassia boy, and information centers a hood of bray. So I bet Fontaine Tiny so Facebook. Sikka FM 895 live YouTube so Sikka FM 895 official TikTok and X and so at Sikka FM and you may some never so mono de makutini and the say and so penny for more ever emrashe be your fear eka bom eko kaneba penny nana kwedu ajima rollins the fear eko koma ebusua jako so na mampenyi dada nana adoda kwa ekufuado wone MPP penny for achocho revuo obi eka ne ho enso akọ kaneba penny nana kwedu ajima rollins efi ho akwa ebusua so jako so and ranking member share bambo committee no wa share with your fee bambo the fee had the any abonte the original ranking member was so Reverend John in team for jo was say wa catch us for share bambo hon some fee had the no honorable Mohammed Mutakamu Barak any afa acting minister for defense honorable Kase3 6Pm sir wa momra share with your fee no mo mechirechirem de yakoso wa binyiri any afe sampan to kwa hodo no ekoso wo sankro mienu emu Ghana Private Road Transport Union GPRT umpanyufo bi asori asante mantamu ha ejina sempanyufo peso mu sigina ye bia emwakuo no nto amasori ene den wa maye enseptwofo ehyiamu asante mantamu ha so national security ye kase wa makwakochi enipa wotwe a omo tufu magudi ade na mrakwa so de first illegal mining no wo konkomme no wo bosomtwe mercy no emu everyone so ayebeko Public Service Workers Union a wo TUC wo so mo ka kire ahoneni asoafo honorable John Ginapo so one panyefo antena so mu ni komo fi say hu koso se ansha PURC Public Utilities Regulatory Commission and Energy Commission ye ba be ka bom adwuma fo so mu suro ye kwaka bom hwan ye ba be na die amano akwa fie sanso na lo ani a wo gina mo etwitwaje ye Bernard entwi bu asia kocha ma wuntubi and ya pia kubi enso de abatu dwa se sia no mu hia krata ahodo bi a ebe boa ama oman no ene era Canada Japan asem no aye die no omunso behu kwan ye omunso de ebe fa so anwumre semwei na bra wo ye ni mu ye ba beji achechemu de asobo se anwumre no sia kase ebo wo Sikka 89.5 midi de ajwa nyako abono ma ye jatra kwa ne so aba ye ne sem no enchiremu aba
Sikka FM track one ye ekro no 89.5 Sikka FM
Sikka FM 89.5 yes sumasan Sikka FM 89.5 yes sumasantimai
yes sumasantimai Ghana mai anywhere sina ma yensha som no asie enrada no ma mu nyina ya ati asem de ene se Kane first lady na akwadu Ajimai Rollins and nanante ene kire se wati nananom ewo ensie do waka nkire gua echesa ma ma mu nyina ya kwari hwenhwen ya enye asem ketwa enam so ama ya nkonsam ne de ye hu se akoso bebre Ghana for do na so de akoso social media enso ede ya konsam ede akọ ese mami ye befere pa ye be kan free so ye ba panyi a de so ba panyi a so na ye bida ewo ye mayi emu enanso so emrahye bedwane panyimfo aka ho akọ kan ba panyi na akọ edu Ajimai Rollins ni fie akoma abusua jako efaro husama ato omaimui ni nyina na domo ekọ ye de no odi animu eyedem kwese ne ba no dani honorable mama ayarga enyo mo nkwa na ekọ ye afamienu ni nyina akrofo kọ edom kwese ne nkrofo ka ho na afedom kuma no so krofo eka ho yetie se de honorable mama ayarga ejina panyimfo a wo fie ho anemu edesem etudwa
colleague honorable Zaneto Ajimai Rollins. We had assembled to work when we received the message that our chairperson was unable to join us because she had an emergency. And so that got us very worried. What was the nature of the emergency? So we decided that given that our chairperson had an emergency, we had to postpone the meeting. And we postponed the meeting. Later in the day, we saw reportage on social media and later by some traditional media houses regarding what the emergency was. We did not believe it. We were shocked. And so we could not even really sit in the house yesterday. We promptly adjourned proceedings and decided that we wanted to proceed here immediately yesterday afternoon to ascertain the veracity of what we had heard. And when we had assembled to hasten to this house, we were told that the family was immediately unavailable to receive us. So we rescheduled to come here to find out exactly if what we had heard is indeed what had transpired. And so today again, we curtailed proceedings and we're here. All the members of parliament who attended sitting today, both the majority and the minority. So before us here are the NDC members of parliament and the NDC members of parliament led by myself and my colleague, the minority leader and the entire leadership, and then the second deputy speaker, because our speaker is out of the jurisdiction and the first deputy speaker is out of the jurisdiction and the clerk is also out of the jurisdiction. So his deputies are here to represent him. So Parliament is here to hear from the family if indeed what we heard is what actually happened. That is what has brought us. Thank you.
Yes, I'm Kase3 6Pm Danny Honorable Mama Yargani Tisa Dia Manie and Kase3 6Pm if you almost say we ye Kase3 no man to me and so or mucha sitting so Tesanunti and I'm almost so akopie about Penya when your baby couldn't feel why almost so a day yakonsem Ekoma Ebusia for Nwachi and Adam Kumana Bano Danny Honorable Alexander Afenyo Makin on also Erika Kra is also.
Your majority children, they can come. Yes, so you need any majority for young and parliament. Almost almost super majority. Now, yes, so the CNT by mighty minority. Now, as I say, I to Yeniaba, Yen to me, Ma Omunkwa Emba, Mani. Politics now, you know, try agree. Now, if you're on I want to hear you Bushabako. Yama Mino, Wababa Sum, or my Ghana, Sir First Lady, Equiniano, or my Emuyeto, Obiadi one dance here, Yesusano, Yate, Beijing Conference, no name and bar. The Dukua, Obo, Otre, and Bar, the Beya, Ebekata, no friend to ma. Gidi say, and ma be brave, she be Efrino. Tia Maya Casanya Tintino, ye, Edom Kuma, Bibi Seno, Yasi, Yenuanum Eba, Yebanon so, deputy minority leader, Okahubi, ye deputy first, second deputy whip, Okahubi, and second deputy speaker, and painful when you know, no Moka, Dom Kumano, Yahoo, and yeka super majority for no and ya baby chia nti yes and she bia ebusuamo ye no monkai say politics na ye de nanso asem we si a e Ghana na asem ato no nti ye nyina ye ka ho bi kwakura no ye nuaba ye ma ne yakọ wa bin papa if you wanna yet no oni ye nyina ati yi nti ye ntumi nka say ato ne maame a ono nko a India awerho nyame ncheche ne re na onje ne nan so na megidi say obo ade a obo ye nyina no onim yembre a ewo ye nim no wa hyehye na ade dada nti no ye bebo mpa ya ma no na edwuma oye ewo amanyose mu no onyankopon aboa no ama netumi aye ne yie eye ono nko a ne nuanom a eka no ye ma omu nyina ya akọ
Oma omu nyina ya akọ dom kumana ba no Danny Honorable Alexander Afenyo Makin ero no so yete ne kan kwakramu na Rollins abusuan panyi Ohereba akwasi abeye wono so ekasaye.
Her Excellency Representative Manolis was a rare scout. As you said, the committee of which her first daughter, Senator H, meeting yesterday up because of an emergency. An emergency, indeed, it was. Of your colleague has already said. On Wednesday, she attended the burial service of her aunt, Mrs. Ifa. Those of you who were able to watch telling the see that
she was sitting very close to His Excellency, ex-President before, and others. So nothing could have hinted us that she was in any kind of distress. As usual, in her normal, trivial form, she went round greeting everybody. And then we dispersed. In the early hours of yesterday, however, as the doctor explained to me when she beckoned me to come, she felt rather unwell and was, as it were, rushed to the Rich Hospital, which is very close to her residence. The doctors there did their best, and by their report to me when I visited them, they did their best. All the talent, medical talent at Rich Hospital was assembled for her survival. But unfortunately, if there's one dispute we humans cannot fight with God or Allah, it is at the point of death. It's at the point of death when the Creator shows His might and Allah succumbed to her Creator.
Ohireba akwasi abeyi wona ya busia penye de Rollins abusia no na wachim said ya rehusa bi nyina esi baye eja so kwada de na kwadu Ajima Rollins woko ne nyuma so said ya da wo ye no akodidi nkoma pie koye ne nyuma nyina ba fie a ne ho den enu aya wo no na zinato ebo ono abusia penye na mane ese ma ho dodo no kakra nti omde ne call Rich Hospital aches woko ya doctor for so ye do mbetumi bia so body na akasa nanim de open wo ye na ofre no a ode no ekọ ne nche na sesa ne kosi ya ya rohosam de enso ye de nyame ase de ema ne nkwa sansam kroda mu so ene kane mampanyi His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ene yete se wodi kan de ya konsem jawone na yiwe na busu nyina de ya konsem de akọ de ama Nana Kwadu Ajima Rollins onya ne baby ko na busu nyina na ene sukro ya na wasanso ene atwetwe wuro ene ntia wa MPP amanyokuo nim enso aka boma kofie ho de ya konsem ne hyeden akwa Nana Kwadu Ajima Rollins awanya ne baby ko na busu ya wakọ no wankokwa one ne yire Rebecca Akufo-Addo kane chief of staff ma me frema osai opare na afi kane swafo ano hensase no ba de ache de ode ache yenso Samuel Abu Jinapo kane swafo ana wo hye bambo ye fi hade no Ambrose Derry ka ho bi na kane the first minister to Dominic Itiwu ene panyifo kaifo bi ene wo nyina eka bo ma omo ekọ Nana Kwadu Ajima Rollins fi ho a omo koma ne mane abusu ani nyina yakọ na mampanyi dada akọ ye no se esa Nana Kwadu Ajima Rollins abato won goman Ghana ye re entumi enfida fisi kaso obemu ba enoa ene Nana Kwadu Ajima Rollins said you see buaye o man chechireye e ma bra bom e mofra bra bom na chizima mi wa bebo bra pa a enye asem ketwa ye be fine legacy sana mampanyi dada Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo de ekotujo we no wakache abusua ne say o ma bai wo mo so ta abusua na chi anwe hi abrewe mu o mo no o nyina besu aboa ma bibia enso ahye kaneba panyi eni munyam yeto asem so akoye ne modia yekọ mrahye bedwafi ho na akofie ho a abajaku ehwe bambo ho nsem so ye fie ha de ne abonten de ranking member was so Kase3 South MP Reverend John in Team Fojo was say wafre interior minister the bambo so ye fie ha de no honorable Mohammed Mutaka Mubarak aso ase MP and afa acting minister for defense for the Samfor Dr. Kase3 6Pm was say era no mienu was sama wo mo abamrahye bedwafie omo mechirechirem saa menteme ho ase na nse ye kwaso wo binyiri ene afa sampa adan ya asase popotwa bia enu nti wo mako ho manipa babro empim dum ye sedwane free Ghana a preko Ivory Coast ene wo kwakọ bo mo ho adwa a chesa aroho semprosi ni ba kokora prepra wo mu anipa so eprepra ye ewom ene mrahye bedwafe na Reverend John Team for joy to dwa se bredru se wo se ero anu mi ya obosha baba ho sem so ye from ba fi ho no mba be chechirem de enti asa ne ma we nyina koso ne kwan ye omo so fa so a bambom omodi esi ano ekwan Reverend John in Team Fojo.
The conflict that took place in Bingiri, which resulted in estimated 10,000 refugees to Burkina Faso and another estimated 13,000 refugees to Ivory Coast and 48,000 displaced residents within the Sola Kalbatuna districts and the Boli Bamboy districts. Also, another very worrying development in Sampa, which resulted in killings of very dear residents within that area, it is important that as a matter of urgency, within next week, the Minister for Interior and the Minister now responsible for Defense must appear before this House to give us updates. And it will be highly irresponsible on our part as a House if we do not demonstrate that interest in these killings.
Esa uwa na kwaso binyiri ne sampa no se fie no ansore waka no ma nkasa ntia ama so afo mo hwebambo ho sam so ama mekirem ne ya ampa ne pomasi brade a na akoye se fie no mo fa ade hye no ho enu nti na Reverend John Ntim for John a ranking member the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament odoko yanso na Kase3 6Pm wakasa wo emrahye bedwafie Every master with your few and I am a call Akoniabadi ho and some sway. Ghana Private Road Transport Union GPRTU. If I were Asante Mantamuha and Penny 4 and I saw the agent say. Many directive be sad day or more penny 4 no more GPRTU Asante Mantamuhano. Wamunyina China Interim Management Committee be and MH Mama GPRT so almost a month year. And today, or my friends have phone share more must say a quarter hour GPRT or more mra by or more Union 2024 Constitution. Asa kuona mrano entrese empanyi form we kuo ne so obi timi so Rebecca so mo so nyina chele ko enipa kuo bi mra behwe enye committee no omo nhwe kuo ne so abra hwe AC ye ene GPRT Mansu main omo branch chairman Owura Charles Mensa wono na wogina mu okasa ye se de ekoso no entwaye timpanyifo mo GPRT council ni nyina national no any 2 years wo mo fo mo nan emra mesim no mo kasa ntia se de be ya we kofa pinche bi amma na nkabo mu enkoso entra wo mo entem.
The decision taken by the national executives is uncalled for, and moreover there have been an interim government to investigate the affairs of the region before, and the committee's report is not yet published. We don't know why the committee report is concealed, and due to that fact, we are currently registering a disapproval again for the formation of the interim administration.
Omofwa sa administration putupru de yi eso enti panifo sori wakase de be asumdwe be koso a atena GPRT uniform Asante Mantamuha emu obenye etene nke wode Charles Mensa wono na ye branch chairman ewo Manso main ene etes wode semye to dwa na wachi mu ye bo amane ye we kase bo ahodro mu se uko konkoma DA Basic School no ewo ye bosomtwe mansini Asante Mantamuha ya galamsefo bi o mani nsa de Kokoma DA Basic School ni park so dey say o metu galamse ni kuro ho anso omo school park de so ene dey say o medu omo di galana tutu amana wo ho a ayehu pa ma assemblyman ade hye ho so Rebecca sai se panyifo fo mo nansi fo nya sa de abewana school akwara bi kura kwakotom ne ya yankwa akote asem de school ayeka ho asem nso esa bai omo community health center baby omo koje arehwe ebe school no na ya kasai panyifo akeko omo national security fo akoho no omo ko omo akochiri pan wotwe anu omo di sansamone no galamse no wakonkoma honom no na omo si di pa omo achi omo yi omo ni mpefe se obi ensa kese na asoma omo ba baye santo omo tutu omo anu anu omedi nkomo abusu omo ba bi kro omo free eni di bakro omo sa akwanya no tumi no so omo konkoma ma school ho na omo konkotu galamse wo school for the park no so na yakasa so assembly no so afrase a amana no a galamse fo tutu ya wo park ni so nyina omo kata so ahwa ye ni nyina se de be yakoda bia enko to Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator Captain Retired John Kwame Jabari yentino.
We have tried going beyond the arrest to find out people who give the lands to them, and then very soon we're picking up those people over there, because the people that are arrested were not the actual miners, but the laborers, those excavator drivers and blah blah blah, but the actual kingpin behind them were not there. But we want to go behind and find out the mission who bought the land and stuff like that, so that we can take them on reclamation of the place. So currently, that is the story we have.
Okay, so where are these persons now, those we've arrested?
They are in our custodies, and the machines too are in our custodies.
We know the assembly has also started some reclamation. We went there yesterday, and they were doing some work there. So if the assembly is able to do this reclamation, is it that when you get these campaigns behind?
Yes, we search out them, the cost that was used to reclamation, and we prosecute them. But the company is doing it at a cost, which is the taxpayers' money. So in the same vein, they have to pay for it.
Assembly ni Sikka no mo de frase o mo science asase no etu o mo chomachi microphone wachi o mo busem so ba no mo nipa kro so ma o mo na o makochi nipa kro no na ka bia assembly na bo bia anya Ghana fo ye Sikka ya tia koma assembly so o mo fa hwe bottom mo fo ne de kwa kosisi galamse asase abra akwabra ne otu ne galamse no ho to o mo kwache campaign kro no a ye ne o ma boni ka bia o mo boy ya o mo de siesie kata amena ne so bia o ma kwa Jeffrey sa woni kro no ho etumi abo am assembly ne so Akoso Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator Captain Retired John Kwame Jabari and Etienne Kayerika Bono Airco Public Service Workers Union our mo TUC ase na aye hu say panyufo di nkoma hwa Public Utility Regulatory Commission PULC Many Energy Commission ye baba ko ma boma ye ne baako na saa esusuye ye ekokoso yi ere adwumayefo na baba onte so omusuro mo ye hwehwe mo ye akaka abomu yi hwan ye baba yi na di na hwan akwa ye adwuma e de amasa commission foforo no a e baba ba no union ne say omo de omo pese panyifo baba onte na sa de hwehwe ya hodo ekoso wo sa nka bomu enu omo hum no omo husie be yi wo madi ana so ombekoso anyu omo adwuma no omo so hudi omo ebeye General Secretary Edema Public Service Workers Union Bernard J. Intino.
We have just gotten to know that the current administration also intends to maybe look at it. So actually we have just requested a meeting now to have an understanding of exactly what the ministry or the government intends to do. Then if it's okay with us, then there's no problem. If not, we will let them know what our inputs are, what our concerns are, then we take it from there. You see, understanding is very important in everything. Naturally, as a union, what we know whenever measures are taking place, there are issues of possible job losses and or many other things that could happen or come up. So we are not jumping the gun yet. We just want to have an engagement, which I know, the minister is very open. In our previous engagements, he has been very open with us and he's committed to work with us. So for me, I would say that let's get to know exactly what is coming. Let's get to know how it will affect us. We can only have an idea based on what has happened in the past in some other institutions. And once we have that engagement, I believe everything will be fine.
Ora Bernard J was say obone panyifo di komona panyifo kade akoso akasa chiroma ejo mo so behu anama ombetu ene afi next steps awo mo ebeteki na panyifo nka hwe chira kesi no ombetia na PULC ene energy commission yakabu yeso obi anko fia esa omo ho be chiro obi tiro mani abra ejo mo ka che so afon sada Roma ono omo mekasa no won kade akoso akasa chiro mo no omo nso ehu kwan a omo so ebe faso no ene ye chiro for panyin Edema Public Service Workers Union Ora Bernard J and your tin in Kane. Yenim say Kase3 chama I want to me Bernard Elchi Wasiako Janen Sama Gusua ewo court di nyina ye ntansa omanyi ede abono se wo tuma fuma gudi de na mra kwaso ne lance se wu niam bebre na tetesi ade de owo court wa court no egusua eka asebono na ne lawyer ni lawyer Andy Apiakubi Wababonte Abeche say court to the aba say prosecution wo file witness statement no mo disclose bibia ansa na nyame ya adoma brada edi anim yi aba enso so aso omo no omo hye danya documents bia eba boa mo mahudu omo beye yera andi apia ku be se one day waka chepanyfo se wo mo hia se e serve omo court no mo omo documents ehia bia na mo omo so hu kwan asem no se de esi kolo omo so befa so na wo mo ehudu omo de ebefa lawyer Andy apia ku bo ne nsem for Kasaye intie.
At the last agenda, the court ordered that the prosecution filed their witness statements and all discoveries. And indeed, we are to appear before the court on the 28th of October. And the instruction was that, the order was that we ought to file that discoveries before this agenda date. As we speak now, we have not been served with any such process. So we are awaiting the service of such process for us to prepare for the court case management conference. First one of which we will also start our defense by way of cross-examining the witnesses of the prosecution.
Lead counsel at the match I want to be ora Andy apia kubi osibesi ni omo hu se de hyehye anything to omo sre so omo nsa ebeka se de bibia besi akọ ye fan serve omo na omo so tumi mu abo omo ho efa se ne no ekoso o man no any time I want to me and no we se we so ne yegina na nsema hodo amisa kan fia se anwe no sia kase ebo no me de esiemu na se de makwame ofori aboaje wona bo abakase bo nyina no e de ema me esamfo e wa falasan okoji abo ba dem hanso so Silas and aboni ni nyina e de amame Mr. Counselor enso na technician on duty a enwume wa chinchin fuma na so e de amame medin e de adwoa nyako abono ma yekode so ma yefa eyisien kai boy sorry so abusua panyi anaso panyi kwajo mensa asuna abusua panyi wa Asante Mampong na akwasi buate ye manre hini Asante Mampong opanyi kwabna buate tunsuo masuna abusua panyi oba panyi Beatrice echampoma adwase wa ene ekua buate mabusua de yawo ene arohosi adofo nyina so mpapa omo na no made nyina opanyi Daniel Kwaku owusu otiase super young man ena no bia ede efren onyamfie no aduwotwe enso nyame adomo china ene ne kwasi ada na yie no baso ochira no ahomache no num omobayi na tompem woni fie M391 JJ Rollins Road man from CPC ahomache no num na afọ omo de na tompem ma abusua ne adofo nyina aba besu ejam no omo wi ombema amuni so anase omo wi a Paya Memorial Congregation Presby Bantama anopa no wetwempe mo baba ye wufusom ede ama opanyi Daniel Kwaku owusu no mu wi o mama ne so ede ne kọ Asante Mampong ye no makwakope ne krabia abusua ba o baba betina ama from CPC School Park anopa donko anase wi adonko de kopem se nwume no nsia bebona ne kwasi adanso makoye na sesom wo Paya Memorial Congregation Presby Bantama anopa no nkono makoda nyame ase abusua bi ombasa betina Nembe bi omotsina memenda no a ama from CPC School Park ho don ko brem e de kopem se no sia bebo no anka beko e de ma ye ba enti abusuai stress adofo nyina mo meja mo china na de chie na opanyi Daniel Kwaku owusu super young man a okọ ne bofo nche no omokata na chi kra na okurani otia yi paso eyora comfort owusu anti mrewi sa no bia e de efre no nua manso oba panyi Margaret be ko UK ena afi oba panyi adwoa se wanso ewo Kumase ma woja na chire Mrs. Dino owusu UK Margaret owusu ye cheche ni wo Kumase Reverend Mrs. Martha J God's Victorious Ministry asokoyuma po Kumase Reverend Opoku owusu Kumase Clement owusu Kranti wo USA Ennis akosi owusu echade won cry ena kwabena jesin so ewo USA na ya jesin so ewo UK busui simo meja mamoe o chana de chom papa opanyi Daniel Kwaku usu omukojam na chi krakra sanso ena yenua enkroma kwadu Ennis enkroma dasane ene ne wo fie ha eja wono so akrakọ ne bofo enchenyame ya domo a kwasiada ebe ya ena yedi ne na awotweda wo Otafota Pass Malcolm edan no achi ho asukunu ewo ho no a eho ena nkroma adasa yedi ne na awotweda fie ha de owa ha no na wono ena Sikka FM Health Show no Sikka Pomuden hosti ede ba yeti sadofo nya na etiefo panyina mo beja ye na yenwa nkroma adasa ekodi ne na awotweda ede esi sorry so de akabia eto aso yakra